So if you don't have something to drink while I'm blabbering, if I can get through it all, come on up to the bar and get something. There's going to be whiskey there. Yes, whiskey. So we all know, I want to tell you guys why we're here. We all know why we're here, but I want to tell you guys why we're here. And some other things. Leora's father passed away when she was really young. And on November 6th, the day Leora got in the accident, was the 31st anniversary of her father's passing. So I'm not very religious, but I know her dad was there helping her. And she was there with her dad and her mom. Her mom's calling her beads. She's looking down on us. We know she's still here. She's still with us. We know she's been to 2 football games. And she knocked the ball out of the opposing team twice, so we know she's been to 2 football games. And she also helped us pick this place. So the reason we're here at a winery is because every year, this little gang of ours, we go on a wine tour, And I was always a designated driver. And because I didn't drink wine, and we were going to drink a lot of wine, but these guys drink like fish. So I would take evidentiary pictures and enjoy as people got more sloppy. Anyways, we thought it was appropriate that we do this at a winery. And Katie and Jody were looking around and calling different places and stuff. And Jared called Katie back and said, "So, you want to have a funeral at our winery?" And Katie said, no. She told him what it was about. And he says, "Oh, that's great. That's beautiful." And so we decided to come up that day. And Katie started doing some research on the winery before we came up. And we confirmed this later with Jared. And this winery has some Irish heritage. We came up and we started talking to Jared. By the way, Jared owns the winery. He's the guy that's serving the drinks. That's his wife.
Not my daughter, my wife.
And I want to thank him for opening up his winery to us. It's beautiful, as you guys can see. The day we came up and talked to him, we told him what was going on and the relationship with Leora and her heritage. He said, "Well, I was supposed to be on a plane today." And he said the flight got delayed till tomorrow. So we knew we were in that place. In the spirit of what this event is intended for, I have a couple stories to tell you guys. So when Leora and I first met, we met online, and it was before Facebook, before eHarmony, before any of that stuff. So we met on Yahoo Personals, Yahoo Classified, and Leora and I we talked to each other a few times on the phone and sent each other our pictures, and we both decided we weren't ugly, and so we decided to meet. And so we met at an Italian restaurant, and we started to talk about things that you talk about when you get to know somebody. And we were talking about our commutes, and I said, "What's your commute like?" And she says, "Well," she says, I leave the office," and she says, "I usually go up and see Hank," and she says, "I can be there anywhere from like 15 minutes, I can be there anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour, depending on if I ride him or not." I started looking back and thinking, okay, so what classified ad did I answer? And after a while, I said, "Who's Hank?" And she said, "Well, it's my horse." And I went, "Oh!" That really changed things. And then the other story is, Leora, as you probably all know, loved her ducks. That was her favorite team. She was always the loudest one in the room, and always the one cheering the loudest. And the ducks would go in to score, and she'd be cheering, she'd go, 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 and we're all like cheering, and then they'd score, and she'd go, yay! we'd all say touchdown, and then she'd get distracted for like 15 seconds or 20 seconds or so, and she'd look back and she'd go, oh my God, they're scoring again, go, 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 go. Leora, that's the replay. The best part about this story is when I called her sister Jane and told her about this, she said, oh yeah, I did the same thing on Sharks games. It's obviously a family trait. Those are the kind of stories that I want you guys to share with each other tonight, because she would want that. So I want to introduce you to 4 very special people. Leora and I moved here almost 10 years ago, and we didn't know a soul. We didn't have any friends up here, we didn't have any family up here, and we quickly became friends with these guys. That's Jody, it's Casey, it's Katie, and Scott. And they quickly became not only our best friends, but our family. And they have been here and with me and supporting me since this happened. And I don't know what I'd do without them. I want you guys all to find some time to talk to them. They know Leora as well as I did. They love her as much as I did. Something else about this winery is this winery is nestled in the hills near where Leora used to ride. The stables that are owned by Jill. Where's Jill? Okay, I'm blind, sorry. Jill owns the stables that Leora boarded her horses at. And Leora, we looked for different stables when we came up here, and we went to quite a few pretentious stables. And we came into Jill's place, and Jill had shorts on, and as soon as Leora talked to her, she said, "Oh, I'm home." Yeah. And they've been great friends ever since. And so what I want to do is I want to, if you guys all have, everyone have a glass? I had somebody write this down because I didn't know if I could get through it. Leora. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and the rain fall softly upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of His hand. Sláinte. Or as Leora she used to joke with me because we saw a sign for that in Ireland, and I said, "Oh look, it's slanty." So I don't know if you guys want to say anything.
On behalf of the Nut family, I just want everybody to know that we love Leora. She's family. She was so important to us. It's going to be very, very odd to think of the Thanksgivings, the Christmas, 4th of July, camping, Sunday, Saturday,
Wednesday.
She made life for us so fun, and she was so solid, and that hearty laugh. She is a blessing, and we're very, very grateful that we got to have her in our life. Treasure it forever. I love Leora. I love you. I just tremendous gratitude.
All right, everybody. Oh, good stories. Oh, Casey wants to say something.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Oh, watch out. Watch out.
Yeah, I'll be brief. Talking to a few people around here, one common theme was, how many people do you think are here? And looking at this room, I don't think I could fill a room like this. But this tells you who Leora was. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys who she was. You knew her. She lost her father early, yet she was the epitome of dignity and respect. That's her family there. she'd still be goofy. And one other thing, there's only 3 women on the face of this planet that I ever allowed to slap me upside the head. Mainly because they were also the only 3 women on the face of the planet that I've met so far that would have killed me if I said it. Leora was one of them. She was a friend, a sister. Sometimes she was the wisdom that I lost when I lost my mom. Sometimes she was the greatest conspirator when I had devious plans. But I will miss her, and I thank you all. Like I said, you have to be pretty special to fill a room. Cheers.
We put lots of pictures of Leora around because we wanted her here. And she's here. So please, everybody tell stories.
Yes, eat, drink.
There's lots of people here that don't know each other, but you all have one thing in common, and that you all know Leora.
Yeah, Leora's, a lot of people from Leora's work are here, and that was one thing that she loved in her life, so please get to know them. That was a huge part of her life as well, and they've just been the most wonderful people since all of this has happened, so.
And her family has traveled so far to be here, and you'll listen to them talking, we hear Leora, and we always laugh about all the Leora-isms that we hear. We spend 5 minutes with some of our sisters or brothers, and you'll hear those, and you just think of her, so.
She always took her vitamins. She parked in the garage.
We went and she got the best parking spot.
Karma.
She passed that on to Kathy.
We have parking karma now, sorry.
She never took the lift, she used the stairs.
Oh, that reminds me of another story.
So if you have a story to share, please come up here. I mean, we all.
Wait, there's a
want to
tin can here that Annie likes to hit. It's an aluminium can.
I have to tell the story because Leora's sister and so Jane and Anton were here long before Leora got here, and the reason Leora came to the States was because she won the lottery, not that kind of lottery. I wish. But she won it was a green card lottery, I believe, and so she got to come over here. And in Ireland, when you ask a woman for a ride, it's something completely different than over here. And in California, they have these, and they have them here, they have these things where you park your car and then you take a bus into work. And so Leora got off the plane, and they picked her up, and they're driving along, and there's this big sign that says park and ride. And Leora looked at Jane and went, "Are you serious?" And Jane knew what she was thinking about. She says, "Oh yeah, they're very liberal over here." Leora would kill me if I told her. Anyways, thank you all so much for coming. I look around and I see Leora in every one of you. I know some of you knew her for a long time, some of you knew her for a short time, but she definitely touched all of our lives. So please enjoy.